I'm gonna bite his dick off.
Whoa, bro, I said carve the turkey, not bite its dick off. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Oh, boy. Oh, hey, guys, what's up? Sorry, just ran into a problem. I said carve the turkey. You guys kind of heard the rest. He wants to bite somebody's dick off. Anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I'll have a little bit of a Thanksgiving-themed show tomorrow, so we'll get into that. Hope you guys are having a great day. You might be traveling today. I know today is usually a very busy travel day, whether you're hopping on a plane, maybe you're hopping in the car. If you're in the Colorado area, though, and well, a good chunk of the United States is getting hit with some nasty weather, so it might be a little bit treacherous. So do take it easy, crank up the show, and have a good time. But hope you guys are having a great day. Remember to hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching. And when you're in a safe spot, if you're not driving, hit the like button as well. And remember, today's show is presented to you by Owl Pipe ID. Watch out! It's an owl! Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Whoa, damn! Those. By the way, I have to say this real quick. In regards to my really crappy owl sound for Owl Pipe ID, got to go check them out, owlpipeid.com. My wife, I was telling her, I was like, yeah, it's funny because, I was talking to Rhea and she's like, oh, thanks for having some fun with the spot, doing your owl, impressions is hilarious. And I was giving my wife my impressions. I said, I've been doing the caw-caw, caw-caw, because it's obviously not an owl sound instead of the hoo, 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 hoo. And she's like, that's not an owl sound. That's more of a pigeon. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, nerd. I'm not a bird expert. Jeez. My God, is that why you married me? Because you thought I was a bird expert? Boy. You fucked up. You didn't get that bird expert that you're always dreaming of. Instead, you got me. You got me instead. Anyway, so what allegedly is my owl sound is not an owl sound. Both of them. Obviously, the one, the caw-caw, caw-caw, don't even know what that is. Don't know. But my apparently that's more of a fucking pigeon. Who fucking knew? If you're a bird expert, let me know. Am I that far off? I don't know. I don't go hang around fucking owls. I don't. Anyway, thanks to Owl Pipe ID for presenting this show, as well as Game Time PDR, and of course, Bet Online. Hey, this Thanksgiving holiday, why not head to the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting? It's Bet Online. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, Bet Online provides you with constant real-time odds and action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, college basketball, NHL, to UFC and boxing. Head to the website today, betonline.ag right now to get in on America's most trusted site for online wagering. It's Bet Online. The game starts here. Sorry, I got a little flustered with my lack of ability to mimic a fucking owl. Seriously, she looked at me with such judging eyes. Like, are you? I mean, how shitty of a human being are you that you don't know what an owl sounds like? God, the judgment, guys. She cut right to my soul. She did. I was going to say, what a bitch, but no way. No, I didn't say that. You did. God, you guys are jerks. I love her. Despite the fact that I can't fulfill her needs of making an owl sound. I love her. Anyway, you know what I also love? Jumping into some headlines.
Let's go! And now, here are the headlines.
She's going to listen to that and go, we need to talk. We do. We need to talk. This is not a headline that I was expecting to see, but I guess I've been doing this show now almost 4 years, and we've talked about some weird stuff. I guess it's just par for the course. This is the headline. 2 goats detained after being caught chasing pedestrians. We actually have sound from We actually have sound from the goats chasing the pedestrians.
Leave me alone! Sweet Jesus, save me!
Wow. Nobody else has that audio, guys. We have it right here. You're welcome. I got to be honest, that'd be kind of frightening. I don't know what the fuck a goat's going to do if it catches me. What happens if a goat corners you? It's just staring at you like, all right, here we go. This is really happening. And then if I wouldn't have closed out the sound, it'd be like, I'm going to bite your fucking dick off. I'd be like, oh, shit. And then you start fighting a goat. Then you're the guy that fights goats. I wonder what kind of fight a goat would put up. Like, let's be honest, goats can be mean. I've heard stories. I haven't heard stories. Like, you ever hear of the underground goat fighting? Those fuckers will jack you up. Somebody from PETA's like, oh, the Huff is endorsing goat fights. No. They just get aggressive when you try to milk them, especially the guys. Boy, they do not like that. Well, some of them like it. Some of them like it. Won't come out. Why? Well, oh, there it goes. There it goes. I just took it dirty. I'm sorry. It's pre-Thanksgiving, and I got food on the mind, and apparently goats screaming and fighting each other. Like, dude, like, I was going to say, I was thinking of Lionheart. Remember the movie Lionheart with Jean-Claude Van Damme or Bloodsport, stuff like that? You know, it's like pit fighting. Yeah, only they're goats. But I'm not envisioning them on all fours. I'm envisioning them on their bipedal. So they're on their hind legs fighting each other. There you go. That's a stupid image in your head. You're welcome. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. And I've said a lot of dumb shit. You're welcome. Sorry. It's like it cleans the palate when you hear that stuff. I say something dumb, I'll just play, goats screaming. A mom's secret OnlyFans cash guarantees her kids will have their best Christmas yet. There's like a Shane Gillis bit that he did. I don't know if it was for a show he was on or if it was for SNL or whatever. Shane Gillis is pretty fucking funny. And it's him, like the kids, his kids like walk in on him. They're like maybe teenage years. And they walk in his room and he's doing like an OnlyFans type of thing where he's on some vibrating saddle and it's the horn is up his back end or something like that. He's just like, this is how you get. Do you like those new shoes? Do you like this or whatever you got? He's like, this is paying for it. And then he's just like, God, like, it's really kicking in. I don't know how I'd feel if, I can't imagine like that. I'd feel so embarrassed on one hand, but then also, I guess in a way, prideful if that was my side gig and I was making a shit ton of money. Like, Scott, what do you do? Like trying to explain that to the neighbors. Try to explain to the neighbors why you got, a fancy new car. You got these new toys. You got like some speedboats or whatever, right? Like, how in the heck, I hate to ask it, but how in the heck are you affording to do this? Is the podcast doing that well? No, not at all. I'm able to do this because I pleasure myself on OnlyFans, and boy, I have a good chunk of followers out there. They're like, oh, wait a minute, you're the voice. Now I'm putting it together. You're the dirty luchador. Yes, that's me. Oh my God. Big fan. No, but it would be kind of embarrassing, right? I think more so for guys, depending on what you're doing. But it also goes back, like, congratulations to this lady. She's able to cash in on OnlyFans. But OnlyFans seems like it leans so heavy on the female influencers, I guess you could say. But I'm sure there's dudes out there making some cash. It's just not as out there, right? Man, I wish I was a hot chick because I'd be making some sick bank on OnlyFans. I would. I would. Oh. I'd be like, hey guys, join me on my OnlyFans after the show. I'm gonna diddle myself. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If I say that, listen, I might get a few of you out there, a few of you, just to go, wait, is he serious? Like, oh my God, I'm traumatized. Well, one of you might stick around, but like nobody wants to see me. But if you're a borderline attractive woman, go for it. That's what I'm saying. Go for it. No judgment here from me. I know your neighbors would judge the fuck out of you, at least the other ladies. But it would be one of those things where they're judging the mom that's doing it and making bank off of OnlyFans. But then rolling around her head, she's gonna be like, I could do that too. I could do that. I can, touch myself in front of a camera. Just wear a bag over my head or something like that. I have these old Halloween masks. Do that. Oh, look, it's the Wicked Witch of the West. She's playing with herself. I don't know. I mean, it's just, listen, ladies, if you're not doing it, you might as well just cover your face if you don't mind doing that. But you set that up, you're going to make some sick cash. Again, I would do it, but part of me, all joking aside, part of me kind of wants to try it. I'll set up a fake account. Obviously, I'm not going to use my real name. I'm not going to use DeHuff Podcasts or anything. Like, wow, all right, he's a podcaster. Oh, he's jacking off when he's doing it. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense why he's so giddy. No, I'd be like, what was that one from Talladega Nights? Mike Honcho. That's the name I would use. I am Mike Honcho, and I'm gonna, do some stuff to myself. All right, saddle up, partners. Here we go. Yeehaw! Anyway, congratulations to that mom who's been, making some sick cash, and her kids are going to have a great Christmas, because we all know that's what Christmas is about. It's about, gifts, expensive gifts, not love and spending time with your family. Hogwash. It's about gifts. And what better way to earn some money so you can get your kids gifts so they can be spoiled little fucks than, playing with your bean in front of a camera. There you go. I just offended somebody. Congratulations. You're welcome. A United Airlines passenger was restrained after attacking his own seat in this freaking bizarre video. This happened, I want to say like a week or two ago, but the video is just coming out. And what's great is we've talked about this before. What are you going to do if something like this happens? Somebody starts attacking a flight crew member, if somebody just starts attacking another, passenger, what are you going to do? Somebody's being rude and obnoxious. What are you going to do? Are you going to be the person that just sits there and records? That's fine as long as you communicate with other people. Be like, guys, I'm going to document this. You guys got this. You're going to handle your business and go take them out. That's the way it needs to go. Because apparently that's what happened on this flight is two other passengers, while one individual was recording and got some great footage, they zip tied him and they zip tied the dipshit's hands and then they wrapped him in some seat belts to his chair. So he wasn't able to continue doing what he's doing. That's the way it needs to go. Because this nonsense of flights, I mean, it's a scary thing, especially if there's children or elderly people on the flight. I mean, you're in this little tube with essentially nowhere to go, and somebody's freaking out like that. Yeah, good for the passengers. There's no air marshal on there, apparently. And you got to take matters into your own hands. Good for those passengers that restrained that dipshit. Obviously, that guy's not allowed on another United Airlines flight. And what did I say before? The last time something like this happened, they need to not be able to go on any sort of flight anywhere ever again. Punish them. Don't give them a fucking slap on the wrist and a little tickle on the anus and go, oh, don't do it again, okay? And we'll ban you for 2 years. No, that needs to be a lifetime ban. And they need to pay out their ass on that shit for whatever, a community service for a long fucking time. Because it needs to stop. If you slap somebody on the wrist because they do something moronic like this, they need to be held accountable. So good for those passengers that stood up and took control of this dipshit, zip-tied him, and then, tied him down to his seat with seatbelts. That's the shit that I want. Right? If I'm sitting there, trying to protect my kids, I expect other people around me to be able to step up and help out. If I'm in a position where I don't need to protect my kids or whatever, then I'm going to go do that. Okay? I'm not going to sit there and let some psycho fucking go nuts on his seat or, urinate everywhere or whatever other things that people have done in the past, like say 2-3 years. It's just getting out of hand. So good thing for these passengers that fucking laid some fucking justice out. I like that. This is messed up. A cemetery is charging mourners for a VIP pass to visit their deceased relatives. And this is what they say: to keep the gravesite safe from undesirables. Let's keep out the riffraff from the cemetery. Do you have a VIP pass to come in here? Fuck that shit. That's ridiculous. Now, I get it. There's a lot of places where, and it would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts if I ever went up to my dad's gravesite and I went there and if his headstone was damaged or even somebody around there's headstone was damaged. That would piss me off. That is so disrespectful and immature to think that is a thing to do. So I get it, especially because you can just go in there. You can just walk over there and go in and do what you please. And if you're just some degenerate that thinks it's okay to be disrespectful to people's grave sites, I mean, what else are they supposed to do? The only thing that I can say that, like, you get the VIP pass, you pay for it, and then what I would expect is them to reimburse you. Somehow you get the money back. So you're not technically paying for it. Or something like that. I don't know. Or make it a gated community where it's a high-end gate, and then you have to have a key card to get in. I don't know, but just it seems like that there's a better way to do it other than making them. They didn't say how much it was, but that's, I mean, come on. But then it's just like it's somebody always screws it up for everybody else. You got a bunch of dipshits that are like, hey, let's go hang out at the cemetery. Okay, let's get drunk over there. Fuck. Okay. And then they do some damage, and then, got a bunch of riffraff in the freaking cemetery. Next thing you know, people have to pay to get in there to see their dead relatives. That's so jacked up. I get it. I mean, what are they supposed to do? They're trying to protect the deceased headstones and whatnot. I don't know if there's a better idea, in all honesty, other than investing, but it's all money. They got to invest in bigger gates. Can't have security guards because who would want to be a security guard at a fucking cemetery? Ooh, that'd be freaky at night. No, thank you. Be like, hey, get out of here. And you got your gun pointed, then all of a sudden the person just, disappears. Oh, fuck that shit. No, thank you. No, thank you. Have you ever been to a cemetery at night? Yeah, it's freaky. I've done it. Done it when I was like 18. Did it a few times. Not cool. Not cool. It's just, your mind plays tricks on you. I'll tell you that much. Holy shit. Hey, you know what's a good thing to do? Is go to owlpipeid.com right now. Owl, like the bird. Caw, caw, not because that's a fucking pigeon, apparently. God. What you need to do, again, like I said, go to there right now, owlpipeid.com. I'm going to tell you how to get 30% off your order. Owl Pipe ID makes decals that are industrial quality and made for the trades at a lower price than you're going to find at big online sticker retailers who are just selling you lower quality stuff. Not at Owl Pipe ID. They're in mechanical rooms throughout the city, helping plumbers identify what's flowing through the pipe, so you know they got to be high end, right? They make promotional stickers for breweries, cannabis shops, retailers, and schools, as well as podcasters. I got a bunch. And they also can do laminated signage for your, like an equipment company, like construction vehicles. You can have your logo on there. It's awesome. And if you need wall signage for your reception area or shop, Owl Pipe ID can do that as well. And what's cool is Owl Pipe ID is located here in Inglewood, Colorado. And all their stickers are made on premium industrial vinyl with UV banked ink. That means they're protected from sunlight for 7 years. I got one on the back of my car. I ran into Rhea and Owl Pipe ID, like over a year ago. They gave me some stickers, put them on the back of my car. It looks brand new, has not faded at all, and my car's always sitting outside. If you're still unsure, that's fine. Rhea is going to work with you and send you some free samples of your logo or artwork. Just go to owlpipeid.com. Click on that big red button that says request a quote. Tell Rhea what your project is. She's going to respond quickly. You can email her directly, sales@owlpipeid.com. Include in the email my exclusive promo code, DeHuff, to get 30% off your order worth $5,000 or less. Go ahead, check them out at owlpipeid.com. And what we need to do right now, let's jump into some sports.
Going deep, tight ends and long balls.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Oh, gross!
It's sports with the Huff.
Well, that's a great soundbite. Anyway, Deion Sanders, he was not very happy. This happened yesterday, and he was not very happy with something that happened to his guy, Travis Hunter.
How is Travis Hunter snubbed by the Jim Thorpe Award? You can have my award, you can have it back. Matter of fact, I'm going to give him mine. I ain't using it. It's just sit up there collecting dust. So Travis could have my Thorpe Award, because if this ain't the most idiotic thing in college football, that he's not a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award, and he is, I would say arguably, but I don't think it's really an argument about this young man being the best defensive back in college football. I ain't saying nothing about the receiver part of it. I'm just talking about defensive back. He rarely gets thrown at. He's won a game for tackling for us, and he's always on point. So if you bring up the statistics, I don't know how in the world is Travis Hunter not a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award. They just pretty much messed up all the integrity of the award, and he could have mine.
I mean, it's hard not to argue with him, but I know Deion said all that, and he's obviously very passionate. He's upset, but you know he was wishing he could say this.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
Yeah, whoever's the deciding factor of why why Travis Hunter isn't on the Jim Thorpe finalist award, you know that's just some biased bullshit. There's still a good chunk of people out there that are mad because Deion Sanders draws so many eyes, so much attention. I get it. He rubs a lot of people the wrong way. But come on. I mean, I'm looking at social media yesterday. There's so many people that are, ripping Travis because, there's so much hype around him in the Heisman Trophy. They're like, no, it should go to this guy or that guy. All he does is, the only thing that makes him special is he plays, both sides of the ball. Otherwise, he's just mediocre. Okay, I mean, Here's the thing. At the end of the day, all that is for something. Listen, he doesn't get it on his resume. He doesn't get the Jim Thorpe Award, which, by the way, if you don't know, goes to the top defensive back in college football. And they've been doing that since 1986. But here's the thing. He's not going to get that award, okay? Doesn't go on his resume. He either gets the Heisman or he doesn't. If he gets it, it goes on his resume. If he doesn't get it, it doesn't. All that this can do is be fuel for Travis Hunter because, yeah, you might win the award or you might not. At the end of the day, nobody really gives a shit once you're in the NFL. All that is some miscellaneous line that they can put after your name. Was a 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. Instead, it's going to be finalist. He won't have the Jim Thorpe Award to have next to his name. Does it ultimately matter? No. Because what this needs, this is bad to say. And a lot of people won't understand it, but fuck you. I don't care. Here's for Travis Hunter's NFL career, it would be in his best interest if he didn't win the Heisman Trophy. Because he can use that distaste, that anger, that frustration of not being recognized to fuel him. Right? It can fuel him. I mean, it'd be nice if he won it. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But if he uses that lack of acknowledgement to fuel him, it can kick him into a higher gear that he didn't know existed. That's what a lot of great ones do. I always go back to Tom Brady. Love him or hate him. Man, he was fucking bent on the fact of where he got drafted. Because he knew deep down that he was better. But nobody saw it. Other than Bill Belichick of the Patriots at the time. And then, he ended up taking over for Drew Bledsoe. And then the rest is history. He's a fucking Hall of Famer. Potentially the best quarterback to ever live. You can argue that one. It's between him and Peyton Manning. They're fucking one and the same. You would love to have either one of them on your roster. Probably you lean towards Tom Brady because he didn't really have a lull. He did not have any dips really in his playing career, whereas Peyton did only because of injury. So I guess in a sense you could lean on that. But the point is he had that thing to fuel him, to piss people that pissed him off that he could use. Be like, when he's not finding that extra gear and he wants to find that extra gear to prove everybody wrong that they fucked up. That's what he can use that for. I know that's not a popular opinion, but sometimes losing is the best way to win. Make that a fucking t-shirt. You're welcome. Oh, God, that makes my nipples hard. So, again, you let me know. Do you think I'm out of bounds on that? Because I don't think I am. I want him to win the Heisman. I do. But I don't think it's the end of the world if he doesn't. So I'm just going to say it. I think in the long run, it would do Travis Hunter a lot more good if he doesn't win the Heisman. Because he's got that strong mental support from Deion Sanders to push him to go, you don't need the award to tell you that you're the great, that you are fantastic. You don't need that. Go out there and prove everybody wrong. Prove them wrong. You don't need the Jim Thorpe Award. You don't need the Heisman Trophy. You don't. You need to go out there and go win some fucking football games. Go win a starting position and then start winning games, right? That's all. Now, that being said, like I said before, I don't think it would be devastating if he won it, but it can cloud your focus. Well, you accomplished that. Yes, you did. Now go out into the NFL and do it again, but, do more. Whereas if you lose out, it's just like now you got something to prove. Everybody was wrong that voted against you. Right? Right. I'm right. I'm right. Anybody that disagrees with me is wrong. Every one of you. Joel Klatt of Fox Sports, former CU buff, chimed in as well on Twitter. He said, not having Travis Hunter as a finalist for the Thorpe Award is crazy. It devalues the award. He is the best cornerback in college football, and his numbers reflect that all his opponents know that. They don't throw at him. They fucked up. That's good. It's good. Addition by subtraction. Right? They didn't nominate him for the award. That's good. Let it piss him off. Let him go out there. They got one more game. And who do they take on? Oklahoma State. Let that piss them off. Get some pick sixes, okay, Travis? Show everybody that they fucked up. Okay? Throw at them. If they throw at them, capitalize on it. They fucked up. They only fuck up, actually, is if he does something with that and allows that to motivate him. So we'll see. And kind of going at the CU Buffs, they got one more regular season game. They need to go in and just throttle Oklahoma State. It's at Folsom Field, so that's good news. They were embarrassed by Kansas. Kansas just fucking ran the hell out of them. Neil, man, my goodness. So they need to step up and step up big. This needs to be their biggest win of the season to date, right? Go in there and beat the fuck out of Oklahoma State. That's all I'm saying, CU. All across the board. Everybody needs to dominate their positions. Everybody. You need to get to the point where they pull Shador near the end of the game because you're just pouncing on them. You are just ripping them to shreds. That's your objective. Don't underestimate your opponent like you did with Kansas. That's what you got to do. By the way, a lot of talk around the Denver Broncos being a playoff team this week. I noticed on a lot of the social channels as well as some local radio stations. And this is what I'm going to say about that. I don't see why the Broncos can't be a playoff team, especially when you look at their final, 5 games. They got the Cleveland Browns coming up on Monday night. That's them going up against a 3-8 football team. Then after that, they got Indianapolis Colts. That's a 5-7 team. Then it's going to be a Thursday night game at the LA Chargers. They're 7-4, but they're a division battle. There's no reason why the Broncos can't beat them. Then they're at the Cincinnati Bengals, who are struggling. They're 4-7. And then their final game of the season, sure, on paper, it looks like that could be a tough one, but I don't think it is. Their final game of the regular season is at home against the Chiefs. As of right now, the Chiefs have only lost 1 game. Should be 2 games. The Kansas City Chiefs are the biggest frauds in the NFL. They are. Look at all their games. They almost lost to the fucking Carolina Panthers. That should never be the case. They don't have that killer instinct that they do. They're skating by. They're lucking out. And I hate to say that in pro sports that luck is playing a part of it. But shit, man. I look at the Broncos' remaining schedule. They got 5 games. There is no reason why they don't win 4 out of 5 games. 4 out of 5. They've won 7 as of right now. Dude, that puts them well into double digits. There's no reason why the Denver Broncos can't be a playoff team this year. They got it. They got it. Okay? I look at the remaining schedule. There's no reason why they can't beat Jerry Jeudy and the Cleveland Browns. Jerry Judy's going to go out there wanting to prove a point, but I don't think they got what it takes to beat the Denver Broncos, especially here in the Mile High City. It's going to be a Monday night. People are going to be freaking jacked up, ready for this game. Jameis Winston's going to be slinging the rock. No, come on, man. No way. No way. Broncos got that one. At home against the Colts. Colts are struggling as well. They're 5-7. No reason why the Denver Broncos don't beat the Indianapolis Colts. At the Chargers. Listen, it's a divisional game. Those are always different. Throw the records out the window. But I feel like the Broncos just have so much momentum going right now. The offense is just hardening up, and it is just becoming this galvanized steel that you just don't want to fuck with, okay? There's very few weak spots as of right now. It's not 100%, but you know what? With the Broncos defense playing the way it is, once that Broncos offense just hardens and is just clicking on all cylinders, watch out. And I don't think the Chargers have what it takes to beat the Broncos, even though it's on the road. But let's be honest. It's in L.A. The Broncos fans travel very well, especially to L.A. Yeah, that's basically another home game. Broncos win that one. At the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with the Bengals. They are a troubled team. That being said, this one could be the one where they lose. As much as I don't think they'll lose, I think it could possibly happen. And then wrapping up the season at home against the Chiefs. I just think that the Chiefs are weak-minded. As of right now, they're not playing good football. So the fact that they almost got beat by the Panthers is silly to me. For a team that is 10-1, no. They should have at least 3 losses on them. Because if the dude fucking blocks properly, the Denver Broncos would have won their game. They almost lost to the Panthers. So that's, no, man, they should be, 8-3? Which is insane when you think about it, that it's that tight of a race in the AFC West. So the way I'm looking at it, Broncos, no reason why you can't be in the playoffs when you look at the remaining 5 games. But you got to look at it one game at a time, and you got the Cleveland Browns coming up on Monday Night Football. The Browns are a weak team. They're very dysfunctional. You got Jerry Jeudy wanting to come in here and prove a point, saying that the Broncos made a mistake by getting rid of him. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Browns are going down. Broncos are going to hammer the Browns. That's what I expect. The Broncos are going to hammer Cleveland on Monday night. We'll get in more in depth on that on Monday. And really go into the numbers on that one. But I don't see why the Broncos aren't in a legitimate conversation to take on or to go into the playoffs. So congratulations to them, because it's going to fucking happen. Hey, before we get into the mailbag real quick, listen up, Denver. Remember this name, Game Time PDR. I know some of you got hit by those hailstorms back in May. Shit, man. If you've been in Denver the past 5 years, you know hailstorms just come out of the blue and they freaking wreck your vehicle. But the hard part is finding a trustworthy repair shop to fix your vehicle the right way. Well, that's why you need to remember Game Time PDR. They're that Denver local trustworthy shop. They specialize in paintless dent repair, which saves the integrity of your vehicle and restores the value back into your vehicle. Now, to celebrate the end of hail season and those procrastinators out there, they're offering a $200 gift card just to get your vehicle fixed. Game Time PDR has an expert claims specialist on staff to take the hassle out of dealing with the insurance claims and makes it a seamless process. Game Time PDR is going to pay your deductible up to $1,000, and they need to see your vehicle in order to qualify, though. They're able to pay your deductible because they work and advocate for the customers first before the insurance company. Game Time PDR's expertise and experience are unmatched. They have over 30 years of experience in the industry, and they have some of the best technicians in the world. Call Anthony right now, 303-955-8200 to schedule an evaluation. It's Game Time PDR, the MVP in dent repair. Oh, you know what we need to do? Oh, you silly little birds. Let's jump into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
This comes in from Greg. Greg says, hey, DeHuff, do you participate in Blackout Wednesday? Love the show and your mother. Oh, you try to throw a little Connery in there. That's funny, Greg, because I love your mother, too. I love to bang the shit out of her. Oh, Connery, coming to my defense. That's right. I'm your Kevin Costner. To you are my Whitney Houston. Okay, got weird. It got weird. It did. I didn't know what Blackout Wednesday was until you sent me this, Greg. And apparently, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, a lot of people just get blackout drunk. And that's how they celebrate pre-Thanksgiving. I can't do that, guys. I enjoy a good old-fashioned. I had a Manhattan the other day at a restaurant, and it was terrible. That pissed me off. They put way too much cherry juice in there and like not enough whiskey. It looked like cough syrup, and it kind of tasted like that. But anyway, I love whiskey in some beers, but mostly whiskey and bourbons and some tequilas, but not to the point where I get drunk. I can't do that. I did that on accident like a year or so ago. That was terrible. I can't stand it. It ruins my day. It just makes me feel awful. But when you can sip and just chill, enjoy the flavors of a good whiskey, I'm fine with that. I can't do blackout anything anymore. No way. No way. Shit, I could barely do it when I was young. I could barely hold my shit. Like, I would get blackout drunk a lot back in the day. But it always ruined the next day. I don't like that. I'm not down with it. Are you guys doing that? Greg, you sent me that. You didn't even fucking respond. Guessing he's that guy. Then, like, the next day is such a busy day, usually, if you have somewhere to go, or if you're hosting. Who wants to have a fucking hangover the next day? Too old for that shit. Too old for that shit. This popped in my head as I was preparing the show, and I think it's a fun idea. What you need to do is start sending me your 2025 predictions. It could be just about anything. I think the one thing that popped in my head is 2025 is going to be the year that the Denver Broncos are officially AFC contenders, not playoff contenders, not AFC West to win it all contenders. They got a chance to be legit contenders to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Ooh, shit. That's like my big 2025 prediction. I'll have some more, but go ahead and send those in to me now. And you can shoot me a quick email to huffpodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on my socials at DeHuffPodcast. You can either put it on my timeline or you can direct message me. Either way works. Just send them to me. Whatever you think's going to happen, you could respond right here on this. Like if you're watching this on video, like on Facebook or Twitter or TikTok or wherever, you can do that, and then I'll save those, and then come near the end of the year, when I'm doing the year in review type of thing, which I think my wife's going to help again with that. She likes doing that. She's an air hawk. She just likes to crack the microphone, steal my thunder. And then, which by the way, we're gonna confront her about my lack of ability to do an owl sound. But we're gonna recap the year. But I'm gonna read a lot of your 2025 predictions. So again, send those in to me at DeHuff Podcast on all the social platforms, as well as DeHuffPodcast@gmail.com. And that should be a lot of fun. Whatever it is, it could be something serious. It could be something, hilarious. It could be, I'm going to quit smoking, or I'm going to quit masturbating all the time. Stuff like that. Whatever floats your boat. Okay. All right. I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to crank them out. I'm only going to go from once every 3 hours to I'm going to only do it once a day. God. Thanks for supporting the show. Really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. And I'll put out an episode tomorrow morning, so you can listen to that as you're going about out and about on Thanksgiving. God, we got Black Friday coming up too. Oh my God. I do not look forward. I'm not shopping. I do not go out shopping for Black Friday. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're consuming this. Also, like it while you're at it. Thanks to Owl Pipe ID, also Game Time PDR, and of course, Bet Online. It's DeHuff Uncensored. You guys are amazing. Have a fantastic day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.